Hi Capricorn, here is your October guidance. You've got the card, a field of dreams. So it's time for you to not just sort of like just be like, oh, this is what I want, this is what I desire. It's time to start to move towards it, you know? You may be feeling, and maybe you have been this year, feeling slightly a little bit off boil, maybe a bit more sensitive, maybe a bit more reflective. Maybe you've had things go on around you that maybe have upset you and maybe made you question where you're going. And, you know, whether it's inspiration, whether it's something hard, you know, it really is all about sort of like making you aware it's time for you to follow your dreams. It's time for you to live the life you want. You know, life's short, time's fleeting, and it's time to get going in a sense, really. Field of Dreams wants you to connect with what you desire. My question for you is, well, actually, what do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? There's something with the past, the letting go of the past you need to release and let go of. And that's going to really sort of like change a lot around you as well, because you get on with things, but you can sort of like sometimes reflect back. And this time it's like, you know, like here in the UK, it's winter's coming, what I thought, and you're putting on a coat, but the coat's colourful. That's what I see. You're putting on a colourful coat, so it's like you've got to get up and do your work and do your routine, but you've got to add a bit of colour in your life. You need to shake things up. Maybe it's time for you to try something new. And I think with a lot of you, if you look back over the last couple of years, there has been a lot of changes. Don't be scared of other changes. But these changes that are coming up are more about what you desire. Are you happy in your work? Are you happy where you live? Are you happy in your area? Are you happy in your relationship? Are you happy with your friendships? You know, it's about clearing away the decks in a sense, really. And I think as you head up to sort of like your birthday, there is a sense of nostalgia, not just because it, you know, it's around the Christmas period or maybe it's after, you know what I mean? But you know, that there's going to be a sense of nostalgia. But I think this is also a time of big changes around you. And I also get the word challenge, right? Challenge. So I feel like I want to say to you, not everything is a challenge. So if there are big changes around you and it is scary, it's okay to feel fearful for that, but don't see it as a challenge. Also, if there's things you want to achieve or want to go for it, don't see it as a challenge, see it as an adventure. You know, but also as well, actually, the word challenge, I think maybe some of you are just a bit bored, a bit restless, and you need something new. So Field of Dreams, that's going to be around you, especially they're saying to 2027. So in the next couple of years, you could really change your life, change everything around you. And it starts with this month, Capricorn. What do you want to bring into your life? What do you desire? You know? I'm getting told to be careful with electrical things, so make sure plugging in phones and, you know, plugs and all those things. Just make sure they're plugged in right, or, you know, make sure if you're plugging in your phone, you're focusing on what you're doing, that you don't snap your charger or something. I don't know, I'm just getting something like that. And also they're giving me like a watch in my head. I can see the time ticking on. And this is being mindful of your time. Are you wasting too much time? Do you just zone out and not do anything creative? Or do you need to give more time to yourself? So yeah, whatever way that fits, there is that. There's also sort of like some news or some talk to do with finances, money. Maybe also you're thinking about money connected to how you make your money. Wait there a minute, I do apologise. I don't know what's happened to this. Right, sorry. An advert come on, the music. Yeah, so there's something about money, and I think maybe if you've got your own business, maybe you're thinking about prices, maybe you're thinking about getting new clients. Maybe if you're working somewhere, you're thinking of a pay rise or stepping up the ladder. There's something to do with money. There might also be a gift that comes your way this month as well. So that might be something small, if it does. Whatever way it comes, be grateful for the gift. Anyway, so before I finish, remember, Field of Dreams, and this is time now to really, so I was going to say, last thing I was going to say to you is, you've got to know what your dreams are, you know, and we don't want to keep them just as dreams. We want to start moving forward and materializing and bringing them into your world, so you're living that dream, you know. Anyway, I wish you a happy month.